What sinister plans does Mr. Ouroboros, the evil clone of Reed Richards, have in store for planet Earth? Will Bucky and his team of New Avengers be able to stop him in time? Well, let's hop into the pages of New Avengers issue number 5 and find out together, shall we? So then, picking up directly from where the last issue left off, Winter Soldier and the rest of the team had managed to track Mr. Ouroboros all the way to Ecuador, though nothing could properly prepare them for what they end up seeing: a sky filled with bootleg Fantasticars, pelting the countryside with cosmic rays, twisting and transforming anyone who touches it into crazed versions of the first family. We actually get treated to a darkly hilarious moment wherein a mother on fire desperately tries to find her invisible baby, all well in the shadow of a giant mountain that just so happens to look like the Thing. Now, much like in the previous issues of New Avengers, each individual issue chooses to highlight a particular member of the team. In this case, it's actually Black Widow's turn. Natasha attempts to rally the team, saying that no matter how crazy things look right now, she's been through worse. In fact, she regales her teammates of a story back when she and the Earth's mightiest heroes were battling Michael Korvac. Her and Hercules got stranded on the Collector's ship, and Herc ended up pissing on a robot. Again, that's not really an inspiring story or anything, but as Black Widow is sure to mention, she's not really the speech-given member of any super team she's ever actually been on. The team fights their way inside the mountain where Mr. Ouroboros has set up shop. It's right around this time, too, we end up learning what exactly makes this particular weirdo tick. As he puts it, deformity is the natural state of the world, that perfection is meant only for the heavens, and that gamma radiation will be the holy communion that sees the people of Earth transformed into an image more fitting Mr. Ouroboros himself. Isn't it interesting that an evil clone of a man of science is using so many religious allegories? Natasha actually briefly tries to talk some sense into this guy, saying that the Jackal might very well have created him, but he's a free man now and there's nothing stopping him from using his mad science brain to try and do some good. But this is one of those situations where, no, I don't want to cure cancer, I want to turn everyone into Temu Fantastic Four members. Seeing as this is mad science they're dealing with, Bucky figures they should probably call in a ringer in the form of Bruce Banner. Unfortunately, he's still in Hulk timeout, meaning that when Clea opens the portal, the good guys don't actually get Dr. Banner, instead they get the Hulk. If you'll recall, the Jade Giant is royally pissed at the New Avengers for screwing with his head a couple issues ago, meaning that for a second there, the team has to contend with Ouroboros and a rampaging Hulk. Thankfully, though, they do get the Gamma Beast on their side by appealing to his angry nature. Hey, remember when the Illuminati shot you into space? Weren't those guys being total dicks? Well, Ouroboros is cloned from one of those guys, so now would be a good time to get in some smashing. It's also here, too, that Winter Soldier leads the team in their first ever full-on assault. Only here's the thing, the New Avengers don't say Avengers Assemble, they say Avengers Attack. More aggressive, but still equally as alliterative. I can dig it. It's here that Mr. Ouroboros ends up pulling out probably his most horrifying trump card. You see, not only is he turning regular everyday citizens into walking, talking abominations of science, but he can actually absorb their mass, turning him into a huge, writhing body horror sea of blue spandex flesh that ends up completely enveloping in the entire team. Gotta admit, it's actually a really gross and really affecting little splash page here. Now, what are the good guys gonna do? Well, as Banner explains via the Hulk, cosmic rays, as they often are, is the answer. The rays gave Ouroboros his power, and if they can overload him, then they can probably end up defeating him. Namor fastball specials Laura Wolverine into space, and she does everything she can to dislodge the cosmic ray emitter from a rogue Quinjet. Though she does end up burning off a lot of her skin in the process, Clea casts a spell to freeze the innocent civilians in time, which give the good guys the chance to rally and push back on Ouroboros before they can eventually hit him with both barrels by turning his own cosmic ray emitter against him. And it's right here where things get really interesting, much like Professor Extinction from a couple issues ago. Once Ouroboros gets defeated, he tries to play the sympathy card to this team of new Avengers. Oh, I didn't ask to be created. Didn't ask to be born in a tube and only set loose when the Jackal wanted me. Surely you can understand that pain uniquely, Winter Soldier, can't you? And yes, Bucky and the others do actually end up sharing some rather interesting thematic connections with the Killuminati, but still not enough to show them any mercy when everything is said and done. Hell, Bucky even goes out of his way this issue to explain that this new Avengers team is a different type of supergroup. If the main Avengers are firefighters, then this team is made up of garbage men. Ouroboros is defeated, but it is still something of a hollow victory. With his dying words, he reminds the new Avengers that the birth of the Killuminati was something that probably would have taken a lot of time and resources. Cosmic rays, Terrigen mists, and vibranium, that stuff doesn't come cheap. Someone really moved heaven and earth to build these guys. And it's only a matter of time before Winter Soldier and his new team probably end up on a collision course with them as well. The team celebrates, and Eddie Brock Carnage even goes out of his way to barbecue for them. Laura and Namor continue to have an absolutely adorable relationship as they mostly sit around talking about other heroes they think they can beat up. The new Avengers really are acting like a team now with a brand new mission statement, but here's a really unexpected twist for you. Bucky says that the only way he'll stay is that if he's not leader, instead choosing to actually nominate Black Widow for the job. And I mean, it makes sense. Bucky wouldn't have got involved at all were it not for Natasha. It would also seem like their own personal romantic relationship is getting pretty damn serious too, which makes it all the more shocking when Bucky gets a message from Iron Apex, who is apparently not nearly as dead as the previous issues had let on. This guy vows to do what the Killuminati probably should have done from the very beginning, and that is actually start working together as a team, but that's not why he's calling right now. He's calling to share with Winter Soldier a very damning piece of video evidence from inside the Jackal's lab, where he met with his benefactor, who is revealed to be none other than Black Widow herself. Someone who certainly would have had the pull to get all of the necessary ingredients to create clones of the Illuminati, but why? Well, I have my own theories, but I guess we'll have to check back on it next time to know for sure. And so that was New Avengers issue number 5, everybody. Another pretty solid issue in this ongoing series. I said it before, but I'll say it again. I really like the general vibe and setup that this book has going for it. A real true blue, down and dirty, harder-edged Avengers team, wherein everyone gets their own particular moment to shine and their own time in the spotlight. 5 issues in, and the team is now finally all together with all of its different members, and the slow burn, I think, really ended up helping the series in the long run. At least for me, I know it did. But believe it or not, the thing that's really piqued my interest is actually that big finale, the dark secret revealed of Black Widow. Has she really broken bad? Maybe not. Here's my theory. I feel a lot of people have forgotten this, but the Black Widow we've been dealing with ever since the end of Secret Empire has actually been a clone, but just one of those really good clones with the exact same genetic makeup and memories and experiences as the original, which, to make a classic science fiction argument, hey, at what point are they even a clone anymore? Because Black Widow gets solo series so sparingly, and because women often languish in discontinuity longer than male characters, no one ever really went back and definitively answered the clone question once and for all. And hey, wouldn't you know it, in that meantime, Black Widow actually had some really important, really meaningful solo runs. So now the Clone Widow actually has her own serious baggage, and I have to wonder if Sam Humphries is finally trying to square that circle with one of these Black Widows being the original and the other being the clone. In fact, considering that this whole thing got kicked off because of the Jackal and the Killuminati themselves are clones, it all actually makes too much sense. I could be wrong, but if I was a betting man, I would say that's the direction the book is going. Overall, I would give this one a 7.5 out of 10. A very enjoyable, pulse-pounding actioner that opens the door to a lot of really great story avenues. Hey there everyone, it's your old pal Cape Joel again, thanking you so much for watching to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, why not check out my Amazon link down in the description. Yes, that's right, the Cape Joel channel officially has its own Amazon storefront now. You can pick up a comic or anything else for that matter, and if you did, you'd really be helping me in the channel. So with that out of the way everyone, I will see you again next time. Bye-bye.